So sometimes the results that are promised, it's like there's a backstory to the results. So I remember there's a course, for example, where it's like, oh, you can make, $30,000 in 7 days. Okay, that's cool, but you're not letting the people know that they need an audience, and an audience that has already bought into them. Somebody who's just getting started is going to be at a disadvantage because they don't have an audience yet. They're just getting started. So for them, their expectation has to be modified because they don't have an audience to make that 30,000, in 7 days.
Exactly.
So that title is solely based off of where that particular course creator is.
Yeah.
So if you're starting from nothing, you don't have an audience, you don't really have anything that you post on your social media that people just flock to you for, 30K in 7 days is a very far stretch. And so then when you do it and you don't get those results, you tap out.
Yeah.
You quit. You feel like, oh, this is not for me. This doesn't work. When in actuality, it does work.
Yeah.
You just have a missing piece of the puzzle. So a lot of times the course creators don't disclose there is a missing piece, which is the reason why, let me just say this, which is the reason why I, to this day, love the 6-figure chick, Cece.
Yeah.
She's no longer with us.
She rests in peace.
Amen. But that woman was an exemplary person. She did courses as if she was still in the place of growing and building up her Instagram. And I bought so many courses from her, and I got so many, and I was a part of her membership. And I remember one course in particular. She kind of said it in all of her courses, but I remember one in particular where she was like, this is what I made with my audience. Currently, I'm at so 1,000 followers, and I spend about so $1,000, and this is what I made. And I'm going to show you the steps for you. It's going to be a little different. Adjust your expectations. When I think that was probably one of the first courses that I bought from her. And I remember her saying that. Wow. I immediately bought into her. I was sold on her. So whenever she would put something out, I just had to, assess whether or not it was something I needed or it wasn't. And then if it was, I'd purchase it. Why? Because she set a proper expectation for me.
Yeah.
She let me know that the results that she was talking about was based off of where she was and these things that she did. Yeah. So if I wasn't willing to spend that kind of money, or if I wasn't there with that type of followership and an audience, then I shouldn't expect that. I should adjust my expectations.
Yeah, that's good.
Which really, really helped me to say, okay, based on where I am, I'm going to work this.
Yeah.
And then when I see that it did provide something, I went back and I worked it again.
Awesome.
And I worked it, and it kept getting me results. So I kept growing. But that's the part that people aren't seeing. And I know people get fed up with social media. Oh, social media is just a show. It's a smoke show. This, that, it's smoke and mirrors. Everybody's just posting their highlights or what have you. But the truth is, people don't want to hear the truth. People don't want to hear the ugly parts about entrepreneurship, about having to get rid of limiting beliefs, having to deal with those thoughts and those ways that you perceive yourself inwardly that hinder you from being able to get the type of results that you really want out of life.
Awesome. So you said a lot. That was
Let me shift gears.
That was deep, right? But just on another note,
okay,
you're looking so beautiful and sexy.
Thank you, love.
Hope you have any plans for this evening?
Depends. Who's asking?
I
can make room for you.
Okay, good. Okay. High five to that.
Okay.
That's awesome. That's good. Okay.
See, now y'all sidetracked.
I have to get my thoughts back now. That was good. That was powerful, though, what you just said. The steps and what it requires that many times it's not being sold and people get discouraged. They tell you you're going to achieve such and such by such a time, but they don't tell you the factors that needs to be in place for you to be able to achieve those, right? Another ways that course creators are scamming people is by using their course as the bait to sell a high ticket coaching program.
Mm-hmm.
So they make it look like the course is the all in all, but
Okay.
they intentionally leave out some parts in it so that when you buy it, you feel like it's not adequate. And then they'll be like, aha, you need more to buy my $10,000 program so that you can get the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really scamming people. I think a course should be all in all by itself.
Yeah.
I believe that a course should cover everything needed.
That you
coaching
promised.
should be and promised to, and also needed, and coaching should be optional, right? And not a requirement or a necessary next step because the
Gotcha.
course
I
is
gotcha.
missing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So because I'm very passionate about the course industry. We create courses, and I don't like the vibe. You don't like the vibe that is getting out there on people just kind of bad mouthing course creators
Yeah, I don't
because
like
of
it.
some bad experiences they have, right?
Right.
So we believe that this video is to help you, our rich friends, to now get scammed by course creators, but also to help course creators to be more integrous and also to over deliver and not to sell bait courses, but
Right.
really give transformation knowledge and change to the audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what other things have you noticed out there that kind of it might not be scammy, but just looks scammy out there
Yeah.
that people that sell courses do that you've noticed and be like, okay, let's not do it that way,
Right.
you know?
Well, let me go back to what you were saying before I answer that, because I think there's a distinction between someone saying, okay, this course is the end all be all, and then when you buy the course, you realize, aha, it's not the end all be all. And then they need to go to this high ticket thing versus a course being the end all be all. The course is the end all be all. And then the optional is go ahead and get into the high
Yes,
level.
I think it should be optional,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
If the course is sold
Yeah.
as an end or be all, right? But if it's sold as, okay, the first step to my coaching program, that's clear. That's full disclaimer right there.
Yes.
Right?
So you
So-
like full disclosure. And
Full disclosure,
I think that
sorry,
that's
yeah.
the key. The full disclosure is it helps for people to really believe, really get certain results. Honestly, I feel like how we should look at it as creators. And the funniest thing is, not only am I a creator, I'm also a consumer of courses. So I, both sides, right? But I believe that if I buy a course from someone and they make a promise, they deliver on that promise, it's actually easier for me to want to do more business with them.
Yeah.
It makes it like, okay, this is a trustworthy person. This is a person of character and integrity. If I sign up for this thing that they're offering, because I don't mind an offer, give me all the offers. Let me know what you got. Okay, show me what you got, little mama. Okay, give me
Show me
all the
what you
offers,
got.
lady.
Show me what you got. Okay, I like that.
Like, give me all the offers. I want to know. I want to see. I want to choose for myself, because the first offer that I took from you delivered. So now I'm more willing to stay loyal to you and keep going in your catalog of offers. And that's one thing people have to understand. Don't be so short-sighted. And if you have a rich friend and they are kind of that short-sighted person, let them know they need to stop doing that, because the way you build loyalty with your customer is by delivering on your promise. They're more willing now to do business with you again when they're ready, but they're willing because you delivered the first time.
That is so dope.
But you got to see the big picture, though.
Yeah.
It can't just be, oh, I'm finna get rich off of this one thing.
Yeah. And by the way, we are working on a course coming up soon called The New Rich.
Yeah.
Right? Because The New Rich is not just a podcast. The New Rich is a course, a community, a podcast, and there's another C. Course, community, podcast, coaching. right? And merch. So it's kind of the 5 pillars, right? And the New Rich system is also based on 5 secrets or 5 pillars.
That's right.
Right? Consciousness, create, let me,
Cash.
cash, credit, then closing and CEO. Woo!
That's it.
I got it.
Look at that. See? 5 C's.
That's the 5 C's, you know.
Yeah.
So putting together a course coming soon, and it's going to be everything you need to help you. That's a consciousness, right? Helping with your mindset, your brain, right? Create, teach you how to create that course, coaching program, and e-commerce business. Those are the 3 we're going to be heavy on, but we're going to teach you all the stuff too, right? Then when it comes to credit, it's going to teach you about cash, how to use debt, how to use business funding, how to use money, other people's money to fund your business, right? Then the 5th one, so the 4th one is closing. Right? Closing is about selling, because if you can't sell, you know, you're not going to be able to make money, right? And the 5th is going to be CEO. That's when you really become rich, right? When you can be team and, you know, leadership and delegation. So the 5 steps, the 5 pillars, the 5 secrets to go from anything to become the new rich. So that course is coming soon, guys, and you're going to really love it. It's going to be fully transformational. We're going to really teach stuff and show stuff. We went from literally 0 to 8 figures in network today, and you can do the same as well. Okay. So anything else you want to add on this to maybe helping people not to get scammed by course creators, and anything else you want to add before we wrap up this episode?
Here's the thing. Y'all know I'm the deep one, okay? I like to go deep, and I usually go deep in personal stuff. And one of the things I really want you to realize is that you can become that millionaire, multimillionaire, billionaire CEO. If that is your heart's desire, if that is what you want out of life, if you want to create a company that serves each and every person that works for your company, that, you know, does even philanthropy and things of that nature, does not take away from people, but actually pours into people that work for you and the community and all of that great stuff, you can do it. You absolutely can. I don't even know you. I haven't even met you yet, and I believe you can do it. But here's what you got to understand. And even with the courses, a lot of the work is going to be the work that you do within yourself. And you're going to have to be willing to invest. And again, I say, invest in you, and you're so worth it. There have been many areas of my life, of our lives, where we really had to invest in order to get the results and the people that you see right now in front of you. This wasn't an overnight thing. We've had to have marriage coaches. We've had to have finance coaches. We've had to have business coaches. We've had to have business mentors. We've had, you know, for me personally, I'll be transparent. I had to work on my anger. I'm a firehouse. Okay. I am a very fiery person. I'm very sassy. But when I got married, I had to figure out a way to still be true to myself, but not burn down my house that I was building with my husband. Okay. And so that was a lot of the inner work. And so you have to be willing to do that inner work so that you can get the outer results that you know is possible and you desire. And as long as you're willing to do that, and you know that being rich is a journey, there's levels to richness. Yeah. There really are levels. Yeah. And each level is a beautiful piece of your journey. Be committed to the journey of yourself, becoming the version of you that you are meant to become. Be willing to invest and be willing to go through the process. That's what I have for you.
That is so awesome. So courses work, right? Work. But you also have to do the work.
You gotta work
that is required on your part for it to get you the results that it's supposed to get you. Okay. That's a very, very important thing. And thank you for listening to this episode. So again, rich friends, please don't keep this episode to yourself. Share with 5 other rich friends. And, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, Richies.